Yeah, because they have to do it. Our people don't.
All right, man, we got some breaking news coming in by fellow New Jersey and Fetty Wap. Now, Fetty had his rise to stardom, you know what I mean, with like seven, bangers that hit the billboard. And at one point, he had the game. And a lot of people say that he definitely, birthed a new style or new type of, sound and flow in hip hop, or at least facilitated it for a while, right? Well, we all know, man, earlier in the year, he was hit up with some federal charges, and just recently, he was, he had his $500,000 bond revoked in July for an incident that went down where he allegedly threatened a man. Well, today, Fetty was in court and he pleaded guilty, right? He pleaded guilty, and there's a mandatory minimum sentence in place that I'll get to in a second, right? Because everybody was seeing a number and they thought, dang, well, how'd he get this? He didn't get anything yet, right? He still has to be sentenced, but under the guidelines, right? The sentencing guidelines, right? He has to do a minimum mandatory of 5 years, and he's looking at a maximum of 40 years in prison. Now, this is, for conspiracy to possess and distribute 500 grams or more of cocaine. That charge carries a 5-year mandatory minimum sentence, like I said, and 40 years maximum, prison sentence. So again, we did an interview with Nit the Grit. Him and Fetty had a little bit of a falling out, but Nit, goes into a lot of stuff. You guys look in the archive to check out the interview with Nit the Grit. And I seen this coming. I see this coming with all these guys. I don't, 5 to 40. If you lose, you know what you're getting. But if you just say, okay, I'm a take what you guys are going to give me. I did it. You got that, right? Now, the other part that comes into place, right? People thinking, is Fetty cooperating? Because I know you guys are thinking, is Fetty cooperating? Because when the 5 years came out, people were like, well, dang, the 5, but it's just minimum. That's a minimum. Maximum is 40 years. Well, I thought this was kind of ironic that Fetty's lawyer today came out after he pleaded guilty and said he's not cooperating. I want that to be very, very clear. And she said this outside of the courtroom, right? Yeah, he is not cooperating because I guess, either he or she foreseen that once those numbers came out, that people will look at it and say, well, dang, you know what I mean? He must be talking to them people. His lawyer came out and said that he's not. And, that is what it is. For the people that think that he is, some secret indictment, some secret paperwork out there, it's unlikely. I don't know how deep that goes as far as selling stuff, but you have to wonder, like, if he's moving that, who's the supplier? I'm sure the feds are wondering that, like, if you give us the supplier, maybe we can cut you to a deal. Well, his lawyer said, nope, none of that. He's just taking that on the chin for what he did. He's not going to cooperate, give them any more information as far as who he got it from or as far as, the inner workings of the organization, though I'm sure we have to talk about at least a little bit of stuff of what happened because, he's pleading guilty to that charge. So, yeah, that is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about Fetty Wap looking at 40 years, a maximum of 40 years. People are starting to speculate. Is he cooperating? His lawyer came out and deaded all that noise and said, nah, no way. My client's not cooperating. It's your brother Oga, man. Hip Hop News Uncensored. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful night. Like I said, man, the website before I get up out of here is hiphopun.com. That's hiphop, the letter un.com for all your latest hip hop news. Peace.